Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling. And man, I really appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day to spend with me and watch the video. Really appreciate that. And you guys have been watching the channel the last 3 or 4 days. You know, I've been doing a lot of live scope stuff because there's been some breaking news and stuff in that front. I went 3 or 4 weeks without doing anything on it, and I've had quite a bit of topics on it, you know, in light of what's been happening, including in today's video, because MLF has just announced a decision to basically flip-flop on their decision regarding some live scope rules for 2025. I want to pass that along to you guys today and be curious to get y'all's opinion on, you know, why they did it and what do you think the impact's going to be with it. Also, guys, quick reminder, today started the Cyber Monday sale on the solarbat website right now. You can get a pair of my RB3s or RB2 series, or RB3 or RB2 series solarbat sunglasses at 50% off throughout the month. So I'll put the solarbat Cyber Monday sale link in the description of the video if you guys would like to get a pair. And also, big thank you to everybody out there that's been hitting that subscribe button to Intuitive Angling over the past couple weeks. You guys, I've heard me talking about this. You know, 30% of the people, only 30% of the people that watch the videos are subscribed, and we've had some people hit that subscribe button the last week. So thank you very much for everybody that's done that. I really appreciate that. Okay, guys, we've seen a lot of this lately, the last several months, and the fact that it's obvious, and just because people hold positions of power and influence does not mean those people know what the hell they're doing or make the right decisions. We've seen that in every aspect of life, including what has happened today with MLF's decision on the whole live scope forward-facing sonar debacle. So anyway, it's been reported that MLF is going to change Rule 12. Now, Rule 12 was a rule that they instituted this past September 2024 that limited the screen height size on your electronics on your boat. In other words, you know, it was getting out of hand. People were having 5 and 6 units on their boat, and they'd have them on mounts way up in the air, and they'd have them on the console that would interfere with their line of sight, you know, driving the boat. But apparently there was a bunch of whining and complaining amongst some of the competitors that they didn't want that restriction because they had spent money to, you know, get their cheater boxes lined out and make sure their umbilical cords are fully connected, and they didn't like that, and they pressured MLF caved to that pressure. So they're gonna, in the process of announcing a rule change where they're gonna take away all those restrictions on screen height. So you can have screens as high as you want to now, no holes barred, no limitations on that. So that's the basic gist of it. Now, I equate this whole decision on MLF to cave. It's sort of like if you got a kid that wants to eat 5 or 6 candy bars in a day. It's like, just because a kid wants to eat 5 or 6 candy bars a day that you know is bad for them, you don't cave to the pressure of that kid and say, okay, you can have 5 or 6 candy bars a day. That is exactly what MLF did here. They caved to the pressure of the people that wanted no limits on this whole screen size or no limits on electronics, period, with that. And in doing so, they diminished their, they continued to diminish their influence within the sport. Now, here's the thing about it. It's like, I can't keep up with it. MLF, they've tried to play both sides of this. They tried to address the outrage against forward-facing sonar, and they tried to address the needs and the wants of the people that love the cheater box and don't know how to catch fish unless their umbilical cords are hooked up to it. And by doing that, they're all over the board. They have so many different rules as far as periods where you can't use it, periods where you can use it, screen height limitations, transducers, whatever. How about just saying it's done? We're getting rid, there's not going to be any forward-facing sonar allowed. You dudes are allowed to have 1 unit on your console and 1 unit up front. That's it. 1 transducer on each unit. And how about going out and fishing and actually fish to try to find fish? Whatever happened to the day that people actually had to fish to find fish? Those days just gone now? It's like, are we so have we lost our skills and our instincts and intuitions as a bass fishing community to the extent where nobody feels that they can go out and catch a damn fish unless they have the freaking electronics on? You know, that is pathetic. It's weak. It's an insult to everything. It's an insult to the fish, the sport, the bass. It's an insult to the people that use that technology. It's just like, I don't understand it. I don't understand how the segment of the bass fishing industry have gotten their minds so warped around this whole topic of forward-facing sonar and electronics that it has created nothing but turmoil within our industry. There's not one damn good thing that this has brought about it. Now you tell me, it's like, if the world of bass fishing right now was in a perfect world, you had one flasher on your console. That's it. You had a flasher on your console and you had one up front, and then you went out and bass fish. What, you tell me what is bad about that? What is wrong with that? Tell me one thing that is negative about that, as far as what it brings to the sport, what it brings to the sustainability of the sport, about what it brings to the whole tradition of fishing in general, versus the way it is right now, where we're dealing with, you know, 8 and 10 graphs, $50,000-$60,000 worth of electronics, technology exploding to the extent that every single year you got to have something bigger and better, continuing to create this financial elitism in fishing. Because there's two things that this rule change that MLF flip-flopped on is going to bring back to fruition. Number one, it creates that element of danger again. It's like now, since there's no limitation on these screen heights, they can put units anywhere, which blocks their field of vision on the console and up front. And it also allows anglers to continue to put more expensive electronic setups on their boat, which creates this financial disparity, which increases the amount of financial elitism that is rampant in the sport today. And I just don't get it, man. It is such a disappointment to see MLF cave to the whims of some whiners on this that don't know how to catch fish or have forgot how to catch fish without that damn cheater box on there. It's just, get so sick of it that we make some strides in the right direction and then we get pulled 2 or 3 steps back with that. So anyway, guys, all you can do, keep pushing forward, keep trying to undermine technology, keep trying to shame the people that use it, because like I said, in the bigger picture, I look at this just like an adult trying to teach a child to do the right thing. Right now, we have the children running the world right now in terms of forward-facing sonar. We don't have the adults in the room, you know, setting the stage and setting the limitations and being the disciplinarians with that. It's like the kids are running the business is what it amounts to. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Like I said, this whole thing on forward-facing sonar, it is so all over the board with both Bassmaster and MLF, with transducer types and numbers and screen sizes and the number of inches you can have on the screen and when you can't use it. It's like, it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Get rid of the damn stuff. Go back to fishing. Go back to what fishing is all about, and start making fishing where fishing is an activity where you go out and you put yourself within the unknown and you work and you put in the dirt time to locate those fish from traditional bass fishing means. But right now, like I said, you've got so many people out there that are addicted to the endorphin rush of forward-facing sonar and electronics that they've completely lost sight and lost vision about what fishing is, what's important in fishing, and the whole aspect of the heritage and the tradition of what fishing is. Every single great fisherman I have ever met in my life, and I've met a bunch of them, every one of them has a deep reverence and understanding for the magic and the mystery and the unknown in fishing, and that intangible aspect that you don't have control of that situation. And the more we get pushed into the other direction, where we try to control our fishing and we try to eliminate the unknown and we try to eliminate that magic and eliminate the mystery, which is what forward-facing sonar and electronics do, then we diminish the sport and we insult the sport and we endanger the future sustainability of the sport. So let me know what you guys think about it. Voice your opposition to MLF. Tell them they're big flip-floppers on this. Tell them to grow a spine. Tell them to grow a pair and do the right thing, because they have not done it on this. They failed the sport. So talk to y'all later.